This is Teddy. Teddy is a happy bear. However, Teddy has diabetes 1. What's that, you ask? Well, this means that Teddy's body cannot properly produce insulin. But what's that, you ask? Well, let's take a look. This funny-looking thing is called the pancreas. Insulin is produced in the pancreas along with another hormone called glucagon. Insulin tells our cells to absorb more sugar from the bloodstream to decrease sugar levels. Glucagon does the opposite and tells our cells to release sugar because there is not enough. Teddy has not produced enough insulin, and so he has too much sugar in his system. If this goes untreated, then Teddy will have high blood sugar or hyperglycemia. Teddy's body won't be able to fuel itself. He might get dizzy, or get headaches, or even feel weak and pass out if his symptoms are left untreated. Luckily, there are ways for Teddy to treat his diabetes 1. There are injectable forms of insulin that Teddy can inject into his bloodstream in order to replenish the hormone prescribed by a doctor. This syringe is filled with pig insulin, originally produced in the endocrine system of a pig. Pig insulin is like human insulin, but the structure is a bit different. Look what happens when this insulin is injected into Teddy's body. The insulin molecules flow through the blood and bind to tyrosine kinase insulin receptors on the surface of cells. Then, the protein kinase domain on this receptor releases a signal that eventually causes membrane proteins called glucose transporters to move to the surface of the cell in order to allow glucose to be facilitated into the cell. Some of this glucose is used to fuel the cell, and the rest goes to storage. The insulin then calls upon several enzymes to complete the process. First, it activates hexokinase, which phosphorylates glucose in order to keep it trapped within the cell. Then it activates some enzymes which promote glucose synthesis, like phosphofructokinase and glycogen synthase. This leads to an abundance in glucose molecules, which signals to the liver that it needs to be stored for later. The glucose is stored as glycogen in the liver. So, even though the insulin encourages glucose production, it's really there to get the glucose out of the bloodstream. So, Teddy, that's how your system works. Now, are you ready for your insulin? Good, I bet you are.